Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we're taking a look at last night's BET Awards. I woke up this morning to see that it went down last night, hosted by everyone's least favorite Ghostbuster, Leslie Jones. I don't know how this woman still gets work, but let's move on from that for now. The first thing that struck me as I perused the list of award winners was this. There's a troubling lack of diversity here. Now I understand that these are the Black Entertainment Awards, but some of these actors and performers are the same assholes who pushed the Oscars are so white shit 2 years ago. In fact, that hashtag caught so much steam that the following year, the Academy, now riddled with white guilt apparently, well, they decided to give the Best Picture award to Moonlight, some angsty art house crap film about a gay trans black person or some shit. So Moonlight, this all-black film with a mostly black crew, swept through the Oscars this year, basically winning everything including the Best Picture based on affirmative action hashtags like Oscars so white. They won because of affirmative action, not based on merit or popularity at all.
And I hope even more than that, that it's inspiring to people, little black boys and brown girls and other folks watching at home who feel marginalized and who...
Now back to the BET Awards last night. These guys must have balls of steel, let me tell you. After their community cried and whined and complained their way into the Oscars because they needed diversity, well, the BET Awards had the nerve to be the least diverse award show ever. How many non-black people do you guys think won an award last night? Out of around 21 awards, what do you guys think? 1, 2, maybe 3 white people won? Or maybe a couple of Hispanics were in one of the group awards? Nope, not even one non-black person won an award. It's pretty fucking hilarious.
This is Elsa's favorite, also known as Bruno Mars, who kicked off tonight's ceremony at the Microsoft Theater. He won for Best Male R&B Pop Artist.
So the next thing to logically ask is, why? Besides the obvious part, the fact that BET doesn't give a shit about diversity, if they even consider nominating a white or Asian person maybe, it certainly didn't make it past the idea phase. That's pretty clear. But there's some other reasons here too. For starters, no one gives a shit about the BET Awards. I mean, I don't really care about the Academy Awards either, but at least they have a legacy, and they actually try and reward the best and most well-made movies. But BET on the other hand, they gave 4 awards to fucking Beyonce last night, and I didn't even know she was still around anymore. And on top of no one caring about or respecting the BET Awards, the other non-black races in America aren't really all about invading other people's spaces, like how the black community did for the Oscars and everything else they want to take over. Whites, Hispanics, and Asians just aren't doing that shit because we're not assholes.
We have known Chance and his family since he was a wee little baby rapper, and it has been a thrill watching him come into his own in so many ways.
Now, it may sound like I'm being hypocritical here, myself suggesting their show should have more diversity, but this is just me going by the rules they've set up. If the black entertainment community is gonna cry diversity at the Oscars, the BET Awards should be susceptible to the same thing. It's extremely hypocritical to say the least. So when you hear stories about the BET Awards this week, please notice not only the lack of diversity and multiculturalism, but also notice the lack of outrage over an award show that literally gave 100% of its awards to one race. But apparently that's okay, as long as that race is black people. I highly doubt this would fly if the awards all went to white people. Hell, we already see outrage about that in the Academy Awards. Now for a slight pivot into an interesting side story. Last night, tennis star Serena Williams won the BET Award for Sportswoman of the Year. And I don't know if this is a coincidence or it may have come up because of the award, but male tennis star Johnny McEnroe made some interesting comments on Serena too that may have gotten him into a little bit of hot water. Let me explain. There's a number of news stories and articles circling around the internet criticizing Johnny McEnroe for saying Serena Williams is the best female tennis player of all time, but she would be ranked 700 if she was in the men's circuit. Now, even though this is highly accurate and it's coming from a former tennis champion himself, liberals and social justice lefties are having a field day with it. Huffington Post is even crying, "We need to stop comparing Serena Williams to male tennis players." Well, HuffPo, McEnroe wasn't even trying to do that. He repeatedly said Serena was the best woman tennis player of all time, but his interviewer insisted on asking why qualify it? Like, why qualify her as the best woman and not just the best? best? Well, that's because Johnny Mac lives in the real world, and he's not some PC bitch who's gonna kowtow to SJWs and say bullshit like women are just as good as men in tennis, when clearly they're not. That's why Johnny McEnroe said Serena would be ranked 700 in men's tennis, because she probably fucking would. The only reason there's outrage here is because PC liberals can't stand admitting things like admitting height, weight, and strength are totally relevant in sports. That's why men's sports are always the best and most competitive, while women's sports are like playing in the minor leagues. I just wish some women and liberals out there would just admit it. There's no shame. The genders are physically built differently. This is the reality we live in, people. Men are better suited for sports, the military, and anything that involves high-level critical thinking. Women, on the other hand, well, their strengths are, well, they have a lot of, they make good sandwiches, and women can get pregnant, and we need that. But seriously, there's a great analogy here to end things on. You see, women's sports is like the minor leagues compared to men's sports. And now back to the BET Awards, which are kind of like the black minor leagues to the Oscars and the Grammys. It's a full circle. Nice ending. I love it. What do you guys think? Are the BET Awards so black? Should they be following their own advice to the Oscars and be more diverse and multicultural? And what about the Serena and Johnny McEnroe tennis comments? Why are people so butthurt when Johnny just says something we all know to be true? Comment below, and thanks for watching No Bullshit. And don't forget, this show is funded and supported by viewers like you. Like, comment, and subscribe for new videos every week. Hit that bell button below to get email notifications of our new uploads. We also have merchandise such as shirts, sweaters, stickers, and coffee mugs in our Teespring store. Join our Patreon to support monthly for as low as $1. You can get bonus videos and all kinds of cool stuff. There's also Amazon affiliate links and all of our other links in the description below. Thanks again for watching and supporting. We're at 82,000. I can't wait to hit 100K soon. Love you guys. See y'all next time.
One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me.
One more thing, I want to give a special thanks to these amazing Patreon supporters. You guys are the best. You guys went above and beyond the rest, and I love you so much for it. If anyone else wants to donate or join our Patreon crew, link in the description. We're going to be setting up more videos and live streams very soon. Thanks again.